Not everybody's getting paid.
I
Let's get
love
back
this,
to the
man.
television.
You got
No,
two.
you're being a homer.
Come on.
No, he said it.
Don't start me.
No,
he's
not
a bad
bad
man.
anymore.
Go Tigers.
SoundOff is ready. Are you?
We are huddled up at the spacious and legendary Caesar Sportsbook, Horseshoe Lake Charles. Welcome
As
aboard for
always.
another fantastic television program. We are SoundOff. We have an overflowing barrel of hot
Yes,
topics.
we do.
So we can
We
debate
do.
and opine on all
I
these
totally
topics.
agree
The
on that.
Jeopardy. We need the Jeopardy.
Ding,
music.
ding,
I
ding,
like
ding,
that.
ding.
I have my bell here, but I can't do it like that.
Ding,
Y'all
ding.
missed that whole. That's the word of the show is opine.
Opine.
Opine. Opinionated.
Excuse
giving
me,
one's
dear sir.
opinion.
Words of
Opine.
Excuse me, oh dear one.
Yeah, there we
Excuse
go. All right.
me.
Words of my life, that is not one I would use.
Opine.
Yes,
All
yes,
right, three
yes.
wise guys, Gendry, Hobbs, and Sarah with you.
Man,
Our
let's
rundown
get to
is
it. Let's
heavy
get to it.
on LSU situation.
Boy,
Are the
it's
waters
heating up.
Are the waters ever going to calm
I don't
around
know,
the
Rick.
Mississippi
Well,
River
I
in
don't know,
Baton
Rick.
Rouge?
Wow.
Should we go full disclosure that it's not really Thursday as we're talking?
Earlier in the week production for our show. I'll get into a little bit of a
Yes.
We need
disclaimer.
the Jeopardy music as we wait. Does LSU have a new president
Yeah,
yet?
we'll get into
As
that in
of
just a
right
little
now,
bit.
in real time, no.
Hey, we got a football
after
game
you.
to play, guys. We got a football game. We got Frank Wilson, interim
We
head
do.
coach, going
We
to
do.
Tuscaloosa.
Can you
Going to
believe
Tuscaloosa.
We're going to play Alabama.
Tuesday's show, we never mentioned the word
Isn't that-
Alabama
isn't that-
one time.
That's
Not one
histor-
time.
That's history there.
Not one time.
On Alabama week. That's
one
history.
time.
All right.
Can you believe
I
that?
wish they hadn't mentioned it.
Also in that barrel of hot topics, McNeese football. They're still playing football, folks,
They are.
even though
They
basketball
are.
is upon us.
Go
Can Matt
Pokes.
Viator figure out a way to win back-to-back games? The Saints, can they figure out a way to win a game? I don't know. And we
don't
might talk a
think
little
so.
McNeese basketball, both men and women. All right, guys. Let's get going with this. LSU interim head coach Frank Wilson. Let's try it. We're going to get to the chaos, but football. He's in a tough spot. He's got big shoulders. He's a grown man, Frank Wilson. But this is a tough spot. But look what
It is.
Florida
It is.
did. Look what the Gators did with Billy Gonzalez coming off the firing of Billy Napier. And he goes, Jacksonville, and almost gets an upset over Georgia. It can happen.
Well,
It can happen.
traditionally, and I'm going to look it up for Saturday's papers. Traditionally, interim coaches have fared pretty well at LSU.
Okay.
Yes. I've never had any,
Can I
but
say, can I say this? Let's just throw this out. If Frank Wilson beats Alabama Saturday, all
Where
of
you
a
going?
sudden he becomes a candidate.
Oh, come on, Scooter. Come on. No.
Beat
don't
Alabama
know.
in Tuscaloosa?
No.
I don't know.
No.
I think-
I don't
I
think he is
No.
a serious candidate for the full time right
Yeah.
now.
No.
But that would open some eyes.
The turmoil, Kevin, from a former player, you got Kelly gone. You got the AD Scott Woodard gone. You got the governor with his hammer on everything. How do the coaches and the players, can they block all of that out and go into Tuscaloosa and beat this?
I think,
This
you
is
know,
a good Bama team, dude.
it is
Number
a good
4 in the
Bama team.
country.
But you've got players, and I've seen it among players. I think the attitude of a lot of players going into this week's game is going to be a lot different because a lot of players I felt had the pressure of Kelly putting pressure on them by press conferences saying that we've got to play together, we've got to this, we've got to that. It's never was where I as a coach said, I've got to make my guys better, I've got to coach better,
Right.
And players tend to play different. Frank is not going to put any pressure on not one of those kids that's going to play on Saturday.
Well, the
Not
pressure's
one.
gone. The playoffs are out of the window.
But the thing is this, Rick, they want to play for the satisfaction of saying, you know what, we can do this for ourselves.
That
it has
and-
nothing to do with what's down the road.
And several
Nothing.
of them want to put something on tape.
Oh, believe me.
I mean, they
Rick.
got the NFL draft
No,
coming.
no, seriously.
Frank Wilson, he strikes me as the kind of guy that the players could rally around.
Yeah,
Frank's a
No, I
motivator.
can't
He's
argue
a
with
motivator.
that at
There's
all.
no doubt about it. Frank's
Can't
a
argue with
motivator.
You know,
He's a
Yeah.
motivator. And I think those kids will be up to play Bama this week because, I mean, Rick, Bama needs to be worried because LSU has nothing to lose.
No.
Nothing
And
to
They
lose.
has nothing to
And
lose.
LSU
They need to be worried.
traditionally-
Bama needs to be worried.
They traditionally play Alabama better in Tuscaloosa.
In Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, we'll see.
I
than
totally
do in
agree.
Baton
We'll
Rouge.
see.
And
I
let me
totally
tell you,
agree.
You know, it's a good Bama team. Yeah, Bama doesn't make anything else. They're a good team. But I don't think this is a vintage Alabama
Oh, no, not at all.
No,
not at all.
no,
not at all.
no,
And
no, I
in
don't.
particular, Ty Simpson, this quarterback for Alabama that's got a rocket for an
He
arm.
does.
I
No,
mean,
he
a
does,
rocket
Rick.
going against LSU's strength, which I think is the secondary. That's going to be an interesting
Yeah.
matchup, that Bama passing game against
And let me
LSU
say this,
secondary.
guys. How many years in the past that we have never talked about either LSU or Alabama having somebody up for the Heisman when they
Wow.
play together?
Not anymore.
Well, they're talking about the
You know, but in years past,
quarterback.
in years
Simpson's in
past,
there.
yeah, but in
Simpson's
years
in
past,
the
Rick,
mix.
and Scooter, we've always mentioned somebody on either side of the ball
Yeah.
that
No.
was kind of up for the Heisman.
All right. As we stated earlier, Mr. Hobbs let the cat out of the barrel, if you will. Yes, our show production was earlier in the week.
Yes.
Earlier in the week, the LSU Board of Supervisors was discussing the appointment and the announcement of the new
president.
university president for LSU. Well, they went into executive session after hearing a lot of students come before their meeting complaining and bitching and
All
saying,
of
"Oh, I like
them,
this.
They
person, I
were.
like that
It
person."
was universal. They were objecting to McNeese president.
Yes.
Right.
The students that spoke were not
Yeah.
high
And
on
you
that.
would think
And
somebody
even
from
one called him the governor's lapdog.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's what was said.
Why
And
do you
look,
think that was said in that manner? I mean, what? I mean,
Well,
what?
one of
Open
them,
meeting.
One
Open
of
meeting.
them was a little bit stronger. The others kind of spoke, with some degree of decorum.
Yeah.
This one kid went off.
and that's not indicative of the entire student body of LSU,
Right,
but these are
right,
just voices,
right.
if you
Yeah.
will.
Everybody's-
All right, so by time our show on this show
Had
airs
one
on
with
Thursday,
blue hair.
okay. I just got back from Colorado. There's a lot of blue hair in Colorado.
Oh,
Take that
wow,
for what it's
Scooter.
worth. They already have made their announcement by our airtime
Yeah, they
on
could
Thursday
have,
for
Rick.
SoundOff.
You
They
know,
could
we
have.
don't know.
They
And-
have maybe.
Maybe. We
don't know.
They were still in executive session mulling all this over between the three candidates. And Dr. Wade Roos, you got Dr. Robert Robbins, from a former president of Arizona, I think are the two leading candidates. We'll see. Here we are. Let me take this approach with this search committee and LSU's head football coach.
Okay.
Timing. You've heard of it. This is obvious.
It's everything, Rick.
All right. Orgeron was hired in late November. Kelly was hired in late November. Remember,
Right.
December 4th is the first high school signing
You
period.
have 24 days now.
January 2 is the portal period.
Yeah,
it
but
opens.
remember,
Schedule.
Orgeron was already there.
True.
Yeah.
True.
He was serving as interim
Interim.
coach.
That
As
is
interim
correct.
coach.
And they just-
Easier timing and transition.
In fact, it was, if I remember, it was the day after the final game against A&M.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was.
Here's my point.
It was.
If you're going to target, be it Lane Kiffin or whoever, okay, whoever, if you think that guy is for the future, then you go at him. Schedule be damned. Even if you lose a year of getting transfer portal guys, if you can get somebody in there that's playing in the playoffs, you go
see
for
what you're
it.
saying, Rick.
Don't worry about the schedule.
There's
I see what you're saying.
There's another round for the transfer portal.
Exactly.
It is. It comes back around, I think, in January. huh?
Everybody worries so much about recruiting. Firing Kelly did not seem, I don't pay that much attention to recruiting,
Right.
but from what I heard, firing Kelly did not, I don't think they lost any commitment.
Good point. Good point.
As of now.
And he's
Yeah.
got some dogs coming in,
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah. That I
No,
couldn't
He's
tell.
that-
got some recruits coming in. So
And it's going to be
Schedule.
different, guys, for them to understand how to put this together and how to make it work. Because I'm thinking you've got, 24 days to have a decision made for your next head coach.
well, I push back
24
on that.
days.
I push back on
would
that.
say, and you could, there's no law.
No, there
You
isn't,
could
but-
take a coach in the playoffs and you could announce him as your coach.
Yes.
And he could keep coaching.
Yes.
Yeah,
I say
that's
if
been
you-
done before, Scooter. Yes,
Yes,
that's
it's
no
been
doubt.
done before.
That's been done before. Yes.
You got a shot
But
at getting a hot shot from the Ohio State staff, or Lane Kiffin,
It's-
or Brent Key from Georgia Tech.
that's-
Go for it.
That's where you've got to do your due diligence and make sure, Rick, that you're looking for the future of this LSU football program.
Future. That's a key
You
word.
have to, man.
Future.
It can't
There
be
is
something
no
here and now.
question.
It can't be something here and now that's being done.
I agree.
It's got to be for the
Finally,
future.
we agree on something.
We do, sir.
There's no dispute or there's no question of where to find the area's best in seafood, and that would be Seafood Palace
Yes.
on Enterprise Boulevard in Lake Charles. The staple down-home Cajun food for decades, voted best fried seafood and best boiled crabs in the region. Platters overflowing with your favorites. Gumbo time, folks. Boudin balls,
time to have
crawfish
gumbo.
pie, and fay dodo, so much more. Staff, you've known them for years. Great service and great atmosphere. It's all at the legend from the border to the basin. That is Seafood Palace.
Revitalize your property and your peace of mind. Locally trusted, nationally certified, and voted Acadiana's Choice 2024. Call Reclaim Restoration today at 337-445-6499 and take the first step toward reclaiming your life.
Miller Time started in 1975, and the clock's still ticking. A light beer that tastes like a beer. Now that's legendary. Here's to another 50 years of Miller Time.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
Welcome back to Sound Off, coming to you from Caesars Sportsbook Horseshoe Lake Charles, home of that $75,000
Yes.
cash.
Somebody's gonna win
progressive
that money.
Jackpot. Holidays are coming up. You want to get into that jolly, thankful frame of mind?
Somebody's
Get down
gonna
here,
win
get that
that money.
Caesars reward card, swipe. You get a daily free pool at a chance to get entered and win that $75,000 progressive jackpot right here where you can win big. That is Horseshoe Lake Charles. All right, Saints breakdown coming up. We got that. I'm going to tell you why the Mountain East Cowboys are where they are at 3-6, and we got
Yes.
so much more to get in. All right, the math is simple when it comes to Cowboy football. All right, 3-6. Yeah, you did some math earlier in the week about their margin of losses and margin of victory.
Yeah.
All right, 3 games remaining. Last year, 6-6. 3 games remaining, 3-6. I would think, even though if Matt Viator was sitting on this set right here at Horseshoe Lake Charles, I don't concern myself with that, Rick. I'm playing series, game to game, but I think they got a great desire to at least match last year, 6-6 record, win out. And Lamar lost to Incarnate Word, so Lamar might have a little kink, and that's the season ender. That's the tough one,
Yes.
Lamar. So I'm just saying.
So few of
Gotta
the
run the
players from last year are still around. But if McNeese has any incentive to win a game, it should be Lamar.
Exactly. Now, East Texas A&M is coming up on the road Saturday at 4. Again, one of those lower
Seeds.
rated teams in the conference.
But what is McNeese?
One of the lower rated teams. I realize that. And they haven't won back-to-back games all year.
No.
So Jake Strong has to protect the ball. You got to play better
He has
around
to.
him, and the offensive line showed some life. And of
Yep.
course, 313 yards rushing against Northwestern cures
Yes.
all ill.
That's
I don't
what I
think they're
say,
going to
too.
do that against East Texas. But,
No, I don't think they'll be able to.
I don't know. I don't think they're going to run the table. But
You don't think so?
I thought this was a 6-6 team. Watching them in
and
camp
Rick,
in
and
August,
that's-
I thought they could do 6-6.
And that's a fair assumption for you to make
Okay.
with that.
But go
It'll
ahead.
be hard to get to 6-6.
It is going to be hard, Rick. And-
Let's whip my numbers back out.
okay, give us the numbers.
The
Stuart.
average margin in their wins
Yes, sir.
has been 44-4. The average margin in their losses has been 38-14. All right, with 38-14 in the losses, which of the games do you think they should have won?
They should have
Woo.
won. They should have beat Weber at home.
Well, yeah,
Should
they
have beat
they
Okay.
lost that one
Okay.
by 1, right?
He went for the 2.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He did.
That's
And
right.
And we
I
talked
would have
about
kicked.
that. And
I
we
would have
talked about
kicked.
that.
I would have went to overtime, but that's
All
just
right,
me.
so
And
we'll
we
call
talked
that
about
one a
that.
tie.
I thought they
Okay.
should have
We'll
won.
call that one
yeah.
a tie.
Yeah, yeah.
In our weird way of
In our
grading.
weird way of doing it.
But
We'll
Rick,
call
let me
it a tie.
let me ask this,
So
Rick.
they're 3.5
Even-
and 5.5.
even
You
if they
beat Nichols
finish-
on the road.
even if they
this
finish-
team beats Nichols on the road. Nichols had a backup quarterback,
Yeah, yeah.
and they hadn't won anything.
let's-
You beat Nichols and Thibodeau.
Let's go with what Scooter said with the scores and the averages that they had for win and losses. Looking past this year, going into next year, and this is just me, how do you see McNeese making better what they have now with not having the resources?
Bingo. Bingo. All right, here's Saro's.
That's just me.
Here's Saro's cure. Here's
Oh, you
Saro's.
set that one up.
I
Yeah,
did,
you did,
I did,
buddy.
I did, I
Thank you
did,
for that.
I
All right,
did.
look, this is not earth-shattering. The running back room is crowded.
Yeah.
4 or 5 deep.
Elite.
The receiver room, 10, 12 deep in the
Yeah.
receiver room,
Yeah.
okay? The quarterback room, relatively
Fair.
deep,
Okay.
all right? Defensive line was deep, but Massey, he's coming back. My point is, they're deep. They got depth, but they got nobody rising to that barrel I talked about earlier in the show. They've got no game changers. They've got no stars
That's
in
what you
key
need.
position. They don't have a star receiver that's going to get you 20 on a vertical. They don't have a running back that can consistently get you 90 to 100 yards.
Yeah.
They don't have game changers. What does that translate to? The talent is just not at the level it needs to be to compete for a championship in the Southland Conference.
agree.
Those coaches know that.
So
Those management guys
This
know
is
that.
what you
And let
made
me-
us wait.
Yes, the whole
And
week.
days,
They don't have enough game changers
it's
and
not
talent.
earth-shattering.
I just said it
But
wasn't
this
earth-shattering.
This is what's
But there
going
might
to
be fans out there thinking that buying into all these transfers. Sometimes you miss, sometimes you get
Let's
one or
see
two.
what the next round.
But this is
Exactly.
the thing, Rick. Earth-shattering is this, Rick. What you say is a very good point. But
Thank you.
earth-shattering is this, Rick. What if you just don't have those resources to get those
You talking about
players?
money?
Money.
Philip Bradford. Oh, I got to share this. The star
you just
defensive
don't
end.
have it?
I asked him earlier in the week, Philip, star defensive player. I mean, what do you rather, a sack or a tackle for a loss? I like a sack because I get paid for sacks. And I thought to myself, wait a minute, what did he just say? And 3 seconds later,
Is that
oh
what's
yeah,
wrong?
yeah, they're paid now.
They have contracts,
Philip
Rick.
Bradford,
They have
point
contracts,
blank,
Rick.
said, I get paid,
Rick, that's-
meaning they're writing him a bigger check because he gets more
They
sacks.
can do that, though? They can pay for performance?
Yes, Scooter.
You don't have to label it as such.
Scooter, yes. Scooter. Scooter.
It was again
if-
a reawakening of my
if-
mind.
If you're
Well,
a defensive back,
we're cruising toward the
Scooter, it's a
Saints
mini-
knocking out guys of games and getting Sean
I didn't
Payton
say that. You
suspended.
said- he just said he
it's
wants a sack.
It's that, yes, those things are written in.
Oh, my gosh.
That's just like if you look at LSU's
what-
women's basketball, Floje, if she hits X amount of threes, she gets paid for it, Scooter.
Here it is. I'm
She
telling
gets paid for it, man.
quickly. Earlier, because of our production, they had earlier in the week the college football selection committee.
Yes.
I don't think they were going to come out with anything with the CFP rankings. I think
no,
Ohio State,
no.
Indiana.
Yeah, one,
Texas
two.
A&M, Alabama might be a little tricky.
Can you help me with Indiana?
They're
Save
good.
that for next
I found
segment.
it.
Don't diss on the Hoosiers. Back with more Sound Off. Stay right here.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
What's bugging you?
Is it roaches? They're the first pest you think of for indoor bugs and a health threat. At J&J, we offer weapons to eliminate and prevent infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
Reclaim Restoration is your trusted partner serving Southwest Louisiana from Lake Charles to Lafayette. Whether it's fire, water, or storm damage, call Reclaim Restoration today at 337-445-6499 and take the first step toward reclaiming your life.
Miller Time started in 1975, and the clock's still ticking. A light beer that tastes like a beer. Now that's legendary. Here's to another 50 years of Miller Time.
Welcome back to Caesars Sportsbook, Horseshoe Lake Charles, home
Yes.
of Sound Off. We want to tell you about our friends at Reclaim Restoration, a new partner to the show. If you've got any kind of fire damage, you got a water flood, with a
They can
toilet
help with
run
that.
over, you got some mold problems, you got some wind, storm damage, call the boys at Reclaim Restoration. They're local. They do great work. Call Chris and those guys. They will get you fixed up. Restoration or reclaimrestoration.com. All right. Late in the show, the Saints made a move earlier in the week. Trade deadline was Tuesday. They made the move. We've been talking about it. Star receiver Rashid
Your best
Shaheed.
receiver. Your best receiver.
Probably the vertical guy. Shaheed is going to the Seattle Seahawks for a 4th and 5th round draft pick.
That's the
What
best
say
you can
you?
get for
What
him.
say you? How do you
What
opine
say you,
on
sir? I
that?
think that's a little bit low.
I opine.
Yeah, I'm with Scooter on that.
Don't like
That's the
Mickey
best
Loomis
receiver
on
Fourth
this
and a
deal.
fifth?
Fourth
Come
and
on.
fifth.
Theoretically, you won't get him with a 4th or a 5th.
He's very speedy. He's one of those little guys that can scoot around.
But
I would have liked a third or a four.
At least
third or a
at least,
four.
Rick,
You got to get into the
Third
third.
and fourth.
Third and fourth.
And
Third
and
and fourth.
Yes,
but
I'm
they
with
got
you on
4
that.
and 5. He,
Wow.
I didn't realize this, but Clint Kubiak, the OC under Dennis Allen, is in Seattle.
Yes.
Let me tell you, the Seattle Seahawks are a beast. They will make noise in the
they are,
playoffs.
Rick.
He's
They are.
going to
They
a
are.
playoff team, Rashid.
They are.
Shaheed. All right, so number 22 is gone, guys. I don't have a problem with it. The move itself, I don't like the return.
Well, I'm not a big fan of dumping stars. You have been for this all
Gotta
along.
get draft picks.
But I understand it. Maybe you do, but you got to get more than that. He may be the best one they're going to put on the market.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
You got to get more than that.
Olave, you're a former player. Olave has had 5, 6 concussions.
Done. Olave.
He's
Yeah,
not
but you're
done,
going to get rid
but
of Olave and Shaheed, and then you're trying to figure out if you've got a quarterback? Come on.
Well, I'm telling you guys, this year for the Saints,
Loomis, Rick.
it is what it is.
I think Loomis should have. I don't know.
It is
You
what
gotta
it
rethink
is.
This, man.
Odds are they're going to
You
have the
gotta
worst
rethink
record
this.
in the
Oh, they-
NFL,
oh, they
and they'll
will.
have the number 1 draft pick.
There is
Odds
no
are.
doubt. Has
We'll
that
see.
happened before for the Saints, having the
What?
worst record in the NFL?
Oh, yes.
In years? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, many
sorry.
times. Oh, no,
Sorry.
many
Okay.
times.
You don't remember
Sorry.
the bag
The
head.
bags.
I don't know.
The bags. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Hey,
right.
I don't
didn't
know.
think it was that bad.
The
Dan
Aints,
Quinn.
you ever heard
Yeah,
of the
I heard
Aints?
the Aints.
If
I
Dan
didn't think it was that
Quinn
bad.
and
You're
Cliff
not that
Kingsbury
young.
can't
Yeah.
make a decision to get Jaden Daniels, their star, out of a game, the Commanders just might end up having the worst record. I mean, those knuckleheads up there,
mean,
leaving that kid in
And
the
like
game.
we said, Rick, we like him as a coach, but what
Yeah.
was he thinking of? What was he thinking?
That was a gruesome injury. Luckily,
That could have ended
if
that
there's
kid's
any-
career, man.
If there's any luck in this, it was on his non-throwing.
Yeah, Rick.
But
I mean, that could
Well,
have
you know, I
It
have.
been.
that could have been.
Yeah.
I
career
don't think
ending.
his is near as bad as mine.
How much
but I have
metal
a
you got in that thing?
A bunch.
A bunch.
But this is as far as I
Yeah,
can
yes.
extend
Wow.
it to.
Not
But that
good.
was what, 25 or 30
Yeah.
years ago.
Not good. All right, so the Saints made a move. And who knows, by the end of that Tuesday, our show production, they could have made 1 or 2 more. But
They probably will, Rick.
made the splash move with Seattle.
probably
Oh, my
will.
God. All right, speaking of the Saints offense, I really thought Kellen Moore would be able to pull some more offensive levers. All right, he went with Tyler Schroff at quarterback. They got
Yeah.
Carolina coming in, who is no longer a pushover.
They're not, Rick.
They're in the playoff picture,
They are not.
guys.
They are not,
The
Rick.
Carolina Panthers are 5-4.
They are not.
But I really thought Moore with Shaheed and with Olave and with Taysom Hill would be able to generate more offense, and it just
And
hadn't
it hasn't.
happened.
No.
And it hasn't. And you know what, Rick?
But earlier in the week, you're talking about they had no weapons, and I argued with you. Now you're saying they have weapons?
They had enough
They got one less
to
than
do a
when we
little bit more
started
than
this.
get just 10 and 12,
This-
14 points.
Well,
Yeah.
they got one less weapon
Not
than
one
when
less.
we started
This
show.
is why, guys, when I make the comment about this guy, Kellen Moore, as the head coach, that
All right.
he's not a head coach. You look at Denver right now with Sean Payton.
Oh, Kevin.
Rick.
Come on.
No, wait,
Sean
wait.
Payton's been at this
but
for
look
40
how,
years.
But look how bad Denver was.
Because Sean Payton knew how to turn them around.
Well, Sean Payton's
But-
a hell of a coach.
Well, hello, but my
We
point
knew
is this.
that.
But my point is this, Rick. Why you keep getting coaches that are not head coaches?
Because you got to start somewhere. I mean, you got
Wait a
Sean
minute, whoa, whoa,
McVay.
whoa.
Get a head coach.
Well, wait
may
a
have gotten
minute.
fired. Get a head coach that
Time
may have
out,
gotten fired.
time out. Where had Sean Payton been a head coach before the Saints made him
I
one?
understand that.
He
Scooter.
had never been a head
But,
coach.
right.
But Scooter, you keep striking out. You strike. That's strike 2.
I know.
That's strike 2
All
right
right, so
now.
that leads me to my question.
Well,
I
you're
told
already
y'all.
given
I told
up.
y'all.
You're already given up.
You said the Saints won't win a game this year.
No,
you
I
telling me
said
I'm
that.
giving up?
But I'm not sure one
You telling
year
me I'm
is
giving
enough.
up?
All right.
He's
I
not a
said
head
this
coach.
earlier in the week,
He's
and
not a
you
head coach.
you led me down that,
not a
that
head
yellow
coach.
brick road.
He's not.
Is Kellen Moore at 1-8? Is he over his head right now? Right
Well, it
now.
doesn't look good now. Let's let
It
it
doesn't
play
look
out.
good,
He
Rick.
might be a
It
bit
doesn't-
over
it
his
doesn't look
head,
good,
I
Rick.
think.
You act
And-
like the season's over. It's right
No,
at
midway.
the halfway.
My point is this, guys, when I say this, and Scooter, I get your point, yes. But you've got to get a guy that's going to be respected by his players. This dude is probably the age of some of his players.
Matt Stafford's
it's a-
older than Kellen Moore.
Okay, but if this,
Quickly.
if this
Okay,
continues
that's my
and
point.
they keep dumping all their playmakers, how are you supposed to judge him as a head
Good point.
coach?
I'll leave you at that. Good point.
We'll give Scooter Teeny
And I'm not
just a little
saying
bit.
he is. I'm not saying he is, but it's
Final round of the show.
not a
Come
fair
on.
appraisal.
The Horseshoe Lake Charles experience begins with elite gaming in the region's newest and most exciting venue, featuring all your favorite table games and slots. Caesars Sportsbook at Horseshoe is the legend in sports betting, and speaking of legendary, Gordon Ramsay's steak is above all others, where celebrity chef Ramsay brings his fury of flavor to Southwest Louisiana. Great food and live music at Brews Brothers, and of course impeccable hotel accommodations. Plus, earn big with your Caesars reward card. That's Horseshoe Lake Charles.
J&J has protected Louisiana homes and businesses for over 60 years.
Call him today, make the pests go away. J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
Cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
What's bugging you?
Is it roaches? They're the first pest you think of for indoor bugs and a health threat. At J&J, we offer weapons to eliminate and prevent infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
Revitalize your property and your peace of mind. Locally trusted, nationally certified, and voted Acadiana's Choice 2024. Call Reclaim Restoration today at 337-445-6499 and take the first step toward reclaiming your life.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Miller Time started in 1975, and the clock's still ticking. A light beer that tastes like a beer. Now that's legendary. Here's to another 50 years of Miller Time.
All right, we're back to Caesars Sportsbook. Final round of Sound Off. By next week, by the weekend, LSU Board of
may
Supervisors
be out of executive session.
Yeah,
we may have a special show, guys.
We'll
just
cover
who it is.
LSU University President assignment announcement. If it was Wade Roos or it was Robert Robbins, we'll know.
Wow.
We'll set all that aside. All right. McNeese basketball, the Cowboys. Look, I think it's going to be streaming, probably ESPN Plus. Going to be interesting.
That's
Friday
gonna be a good
night
game.
late. McNeese at Santa Clara.
That's going to be a good game.
Early big test. And let me tell you, what we saw on the floor in their opener and the athleticism and how they play defense and their ability to score inside, outside.
I'm excited, man, Rick.
I don't know if they can upset Santa
excited.
Clara, but it'll be a fun
excited.
game. And the Cowgirls are going to Alabama. You know who's on the Alabama women's staff? Former Cowgirls coach Brooks Donald Williams.
I knew that.
Yeah, she's on the assistant
She's back?
staff
She's back?
at Alabama.
I know she had left at one point.
Yeah,
and
she
she's
got out
back.
of coaching, now she's back
wow.
in. So Ayla Gazzardo,
You
that's
can't
a step
keep
up.
her out of coaching.
No, she's a coach. That's a step up for the Cowgirls.
Wow.
Tuscaloosa and Alabama, but
That's
again,
gonna be a good game.
It could be interesting. I got to talk about this. On the local high school football scene, the Sulphur High Tours are looking for their, is it fifth coach since 2018? Cody Geringer resigned a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
This is Sulphur, people.
I know.
Shannon Suarez, decades. Paul Lanier, decades.
When I played, yes.
I mean,
it's different, Rick. It's different.
Fifth coach
It's different. It's
in
different,
7
Rick.
years?
Yeah, it's
Something
different,
like
man.
that? They had a coach, I
It's
think his name was Cecil Thomas. He lasted like 5 games.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Sulphur High School, guys.
You've got the Booster
we,
Club.
We got involved on the college level these last 2 shows with the politics of LSU football. There's always been a certain amount of politics involved with Sulphur football.
Good point.
Of the high school version.
Good point. Good point.
You got to realize, guys, it's not that much different from college than high school. You have a Booster Club, and that Booster Club
You got people
pretty
who
much
voice their
controls
opinion.
A lot
I
of what
say
happens.
right now, because he's got experience on the high school level, Kevin Guidry, put in the
I'm good.
application.
I'm happy where I'm at.
No, we don't want you. We want you to stick around.
I'm happy where I'm at.
We'll see you next time right here at Sound Off. Not everybody's getting paid. Let's get back to the television.
You got 2